Hello dear friends, welcome back to another episode from my channel Biology at the rate Priyojit. Please subscribe my channel if you already have not done so. Click on the bell button and select all to get all the future notifications on the newly released videos. In this video, we will talk about a recent discovery on the physiological and biochemical basis of poor sperm count. Researchers have long known that air pollution can increase the risk of disorders such as obesity, diabetes, and fertility, but they did not know the exact mechanism for how it can lead to these health conditions. Now, University of Maryland School of Medicine UMSOM researchers have shown how air pollution reduces sperm count in mice by causing inflammation in the brain. The study also showed that the bad effect of pollution can be prevented by developing therapies. The scientists suspect that air pollution was creating problems in the hypothalamus of normal mice, which governs basic activities such as appetite, thirst, and sex. Scientists already know that the brain has a direct line to the reproductive organs affecting fertility and sperm count under stressful conditions. For example, emotional stress can lead to skipped menstrual periods in women. However, this latest study published on September 8 in Environmental Health Perspectives connects the dots on how breathing polluted air can lower fertility. The research findings showed that the damage due to air pollution, at least to the sperm count, could be remedied by removing a single inflammation marker in the brains of mice, suggesting that we may be able to develop therapies that could prevent or reverse the damaging effects of air pollution on fertility, said lead author Zhekang Yang, PhD Assistant Professor of Medicine at University of Maryland School of Medicine. Charles Hong, MD PhD, the Melvin Saroki MD Professor in Medicine and Director of Cardiology Research at UMSOM, said that these findings have wider implications than just fertility, as there are many conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart diseases that can result from brain inflammation due to air pollution. About 92% of the world population lives in the areas where the level of fine particles in the air smaller than 2.5 micrometers in diameter exceed the minimum safety standards set by the World Health Organization or WHO. These particles can come from sources such as car exhaust, factory emissions, wildfires, and wood burning stoves. In past studies, some results have shown that mice exposed to air pollution didn't always have inflammation of the testes, the male sex organs that produce sperm, meaning that some other mechanisms was potentially reasonable for reduced sperm count. Knowing the direct link between the brain and the sex organs, the researchers tested whether air pollution increased inflammation in the brain. For this new study, researchers tested healthy mice and mice bred to lack a marker of inflammation in the brain called inhibitor kappa B kinase 2 or IKK2 for short, specially located in the brain's neurons. They exposed both healthy and IKK2 mutant mice to filtered air or air pollution, and then they tested their sperm counts. The mice bred without IKK inflammation marker in their neurons did not have reductions in their sperm counts when exposed to the polluted air, unlike the healthy mice. Researchers then removed IKK2 from specific neurons to determine more precisely how air pollution was leading to lower sperm counts. They found that one specific kind of neuron is typically associated with sleep cycle, and obesity was responsible for the reduced sperm count due to air pollution. These neurons typically are found in the hypothalamus, a part of brain which controls hunger, thirst, and sex drive. The hypothalamus also works with the brain's pituitary gland, which makes hormones that communicate directly with the reproductive organs. These current findings have broader implications than merely fertility, since brain inflammation caused by air pollution can result in a variety of illnesses including high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart diseases. It is important to explore the the basic mechanisms by which pollution affects the body, so we can devise new ways to prevent or treat these conditions to eliminate these health disparities. Studies like this might aid people that are disproportionately affected by air pollution if species can build on it. According to research, communities of color and those with lower socioeconomic status are particularly vulnerable to pollution's ill effects, which are manifested in higher rates of illness and death. That's all. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.